Did you know that if you earn over $100,000 per year, you're in the top 20% of men? If you earn over 200,000 per year, you're in the top 5%. And if you earn over 400,000, you're in the top 1% of men in terms of income. Now, if you add 6 feet tall, which only 15% of men are over 6 feet tall, your attractiveness, what your body looks like, all these things, you are in a very small percentage of men. However, there are women that will see you as low value. And in this video, I'm going to go over the 7 reasons why women will see you as low value and you don't even know why. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys and the women that want to understand them. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. Woo! Okay, let's get into this video. So as I mentioned, just because you earn a lot of money doesn't mean she's not going to see you as low value. Just because you're over 6 feet tall doesn't mean she's going to see you as, or she still may see you as low value. Or you could be physically fit and attractive and she could still see you as low value. And the reality is most men are not low value per se, and you may not even know why. So let's get into this video. All right, so number 1 reason why she may see you as low value is your dating app photos, okay? And I know most of you guys are using dating apps to meet women. I totally understand. I get it. And why not if there are tools available to you? But here's the thing. Women judge a book by its cover. And if your cover sucks, she's going to judge you and she's going to see you as low value. So for example, if you're taking selfies in the bathroom, right? You're like this with your camera in the bathroom. That's terrible. And it comes across as low value. And it doesn't matter if you're a surgeon. It doesn't matter if you're a lawyer, whatever. It comes across as low value because she's looking at it and going, you know what? If you're that great, you'd put some at least effort into the quality of your photos. Or even worse, a selfie from the waist up. Like, come on, guys, well, don't do that. You know, or you're using hunting photos, fishing photos, just you're not providing the value that she's looking for or the perceived high value that she's looking for, okay? So you can use AI to level up and get new headshots and styled photos for your dating apps, okay? Yes, AI, you can do that and it's cheap. Go check out lots of websites that'll do that for you. All right, what you write on your dating app profile is another reason why she might perceive you as low value, because maybe you suppress the things that you can leverage. Like you're not saying anything about your height, let's say you're 6 feet, okay? Play that up. Let's say you have a full set of hair, right? Showcased photos with your hair. Stop wearing baseball caps. Or maybe you can say things like, hey, if you're fun size, I can give you a piggyback rides, something like that, like because you're a big guy, right? You're a firefighter, you're a lawyer, you're a surgeon. Play up your things that you can leverage, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3, of course, is the way you dress. And if you dress like a dad and she perceives you as a dad or a grandpa, that she's going to check out and see you as low value, okay? I provide one-on-one coaching sessions, so you can go check that out in a link in my description if you're interested to learn more about that. But at the end of the day, there are some simple upgrades that you can do to level up your style, and that is with a belt. And today's video is sponsored by Anson Belt and Buckle, and I wear Anson belt because it's clean, it's masculine, and it's modular. One belt, multiple straps, and no flashy logos, and specifically no dad vibes. It's the kind of detail that women will notice without even knowing why. Anson Belt is a family-run business that's completely reinvented the way the belt should work. Traditional belts use holes spaced every inch, but Anson uses micro-adjustable track system that gives you a perfect fit every time with quarter-inch increments. So let me show you how it works. So I have the 3 belt set here, as you can see. And for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to show you the white belt with the gold buckle. So you take the buckle, you take the belt. Every belt comes at basically a 58-inch length. You just cut it to size, all right? And so you basically just take the end of the belt and put it in the end of the buckle, just like this. Lock it in place. There you go. And my favorite part is this part right here, which is the micro adjustable track system that you can see. And when you put it into the belt, right, you slide it in like this, all right? And this is what you hear. Isn't that cool? And you just adjust it to the way that you like. And to release, you just clip this little lever here and release. That's it. That's all you have to do. And specifically, like I said, the micro adjustable track system is amazing. And I've actually been wearing my belt nonstop ever since I got them, and I switch between colors. And you might be wondering, okay, so Bachelor, like, why should I trust Anson? Well, they've been around since 2009 and have over 40,000 five-star reviews, and they offer a lifetime guarantee on the functionality of their products. So because Anson Belt and Buckle is sponsoring this video, when you click on the link in the description or the pinned comment, you can build a box set and get 2 bonus pieces, 1 belt and 1 strap completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps you can mix and match into 9 unique belt combos all in one box. It's an exclusive deal you won't get anywhere else, so hit that link, build your set today, and upgrade your belt game. All right, let's get back to this video. So number 4, you lack confidence. Now, I need to spend a few minutes on this topic because when I say confidence, it's an umbrella for all these things I'm going to cover, all right, and why she sees you as low value. So maybe you send her too many texts and it's coming across as desperate, it's coming across as needy or clingy, and the texts that are going back and forth, you're responding very, very quickly to her text when she texts you, like as if like you're not working during the day, you don't have anything else to do, you're just too quick to respond, as an example. Maybe you're sending too many texts of good morning. You're always the person saying good morning or good evening, right? Maybe you talk too much, whether you've gone on a couple dates or before the date, you're on the phone and you're just talking. You're not asking her any questions. Maybe you have some self-doubt, okay? You doubt yourself. You say things like if let's say she asks you what's your age and you say I'm 52, but I feel like I'm 35. That's self-doubt. Or she says, oh, have you always been bald? And you say, yeah, instead of saying, yes, I went bald at the age of 30, you're self-conscious about it and you have self-doubt and you say, yeah, I know. And I wish I could do something about it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? You lack the confidence to just say, I'm bald and I love it, because there's women that are into bald guys and there's women that are not, and that's okay. Or you don't take the lead. She's asking you to plan a date, or she's not asking you to plan a date and you don't plan the date effectively or at all. And you're just pen pals back and forth for days and days and you haven't asked her out yet. She sees you as low value. Or this is a big one. You go out on a date and you're not paying for the date. Guys, let me make this point. Do not ever ask her to go 50-50 ever, even in the relationship and when you're dating. You be the man, and the man pays, okay? You want to be chivalrous and be the gentleman, then you pay for the dates always. You are the provider. You are the man. That's what she's expecting. So none of this 50-50 BS, all right? Or you're too negative. She sees you as low value because you just can't stop talking about politics and how this person's terrible, that person's terrible, and oh man, the world's coming to an end, and it's like dark and heavy, just negative. So stop doing that. Or you say things like, oh, you're too good for me. Oh, you're so beautiful, and you over-compliment, right? You put her on a pedestal. Again, now she's going to see you as low value. You're asking her to be your girlfriend after like a couple dates. She sees you now as low value. Or you're not flirting, you're chasing, all these things. I'm not going to go on about this anymore. But the main point I want to leave you with this. A man of high value does not chase. He is not desperate. He is not thirsty. And you might be asking, okay, Silver Bachelor, why? Why? Because a high value man has options. And if he has options, he doesn't need to chase, doesn't need to be desperate, doesn't need to be thirsty, okay? And let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on, okay, then how do I attract more options? But that's for another video. All right, moving along. Number 5, the car you drive. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this. So it sucks, and you might be very well off. You might have a huge income, and you drive a crappy car because you choose to, all right? There's a famous YouTuber out there that I subscribe to. That's a woman, and she has 2 million subscribers, something like this, and she drives a crappy little car. Okay, maybe women can get away with that a little bit more than men, but in general, cars are a waste of money anyways. But she will perceive you in her own way because of the car you drive, right? And that's just the reality. But here's the thing. Perception is not everything, because just because you drive a nice car, you could still be broke. So I'm going to tell you a true story quick. Around the year 2000, I was like 27, 28 years old at the time. And I had a BMW M3, beautiful car, and I was dating. But what they didn't know is I was living with my parents. Yes, okay. I'm embarrassed, but I was trying to, save money to get a place, and I was finishing up school. I finished school a little later. Um, and so just trying to get my career going and all those things. Doesn't matter. 28 years old, still living at home, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. But I had this really awesome car, and women were always impressed. So just because you see a guy, by the way, out there with a nice car, he could still be broke. You don't know his situation. He could be living paycheck to paycheck. So actually, a lot of people who own multi-million-dollar condos in New York, this comes from one of the top New York real estate agents, said that most of his clients are living paycheck to paycheck to afford that lifestyle. So just because you see something doesn't mean the person actually has a lot of cash flow and is actually wealthy. All right. But women will judge a book by its cover, like I said. Number 6, you did not read her body language, and that's why she sees you as low value. And you might be thinking, so Bachelor, what do you mean by that? Okay. You can tell. Well, maybe you can't tell, but I've been down this road many times and for many years. I've been single for 4 years, actually 5 years now, and I was divorced. I'm divorced, and I was married for 20 years, out of the dating game for 22 years. I got back into it, and I've been dating for 5 years. I know all about this stuff now, especially as an older guy. And the thing is, women, you can tell now I can tell when she's into me. And it happens almost instantaneously, and especially after at least one date. I can tell if she's into me. And if you're not reading her body language, and this is for another video, let me know if you'd like to see a video on this specifically. If you're not aware of her body language, now she's seeing you as low value because you didn't get the hint. You didn't pick up on the cues, and you're still trying to go out and pursue her. All right. And number 7, the last one, is you care too much about what you said. Now, I have to explain this. Well, you said everything to everything. You said yes, excuse me. You said yes to everything that she said. You agreed with her, even if it came to politics. I know I said earlier, watch out for the heavy subjects and don't be negative, but sometimes politics comes up. You don't have to agree with her on everything. You don't have to say yes to everything. She actually wants you to disagree and not say yes to everything, especially if you have an educated opinion about something. But if you say yes, 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 because you're so enamored by her beauty and you're so, oh my God, she's amazing, I'm lucky to have her kind of mindset, well, then that's how she could tell you're low value, because you have no self-worth to stand up for yourself and disagree with her. And women love it because, by the way, a bad boy, and that's what almost all women want, a bad boy doesn't give an F, okay? A bad boy will say what he thinks. It doesn't matter what she thinks, and will just tell her straight and not be ashamed about it or afraid of it. All right, so that wraps up this video. I hope you like the content, and drop a comment if you'd like me to expand on some of these topics. But in the meantime, don't forget to click on the link in the description and the pinned comment to get your Anson belt and buckle today. We'll see you next time.